What's up, airsofters, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about speed loaders, what they are and how to use them. So let's get into it. So what is a speed loader? A speed loader is a device that quickly loads BBs into your magazine. This is quicker than loading your mags by hand, and with mags such as mid-caps, is realistically the only way of loading your BBs. There are also a couple of different types of speed loaders. You have this, the traditional speed loader, which uses a plunger to push BBs into your magazines. You can also get a hand crank speed loader, which loads the BBs in by turning this handle. The plunger style is best used on pistol or sniper mags, whereas you'd be more likely to use the hand crank version on larger rifle mags. They can hold more BBs to start with, meaning you won't have to stop halfway through loading to put more BBs in. To load the smaller speed loader, take your BBs and flip open this little door on the top of the loader and pour your BBs in. Top tip here, I find it easier to load your BBs by pouring from a bottle as opposed to the bag. You'll see this speed loader has markings on the sides to indicate how many BBs are in the loader. This particular version will hold around 155 BBs and you can pick them up for around £6. I'll stick a link to both these models in the description below. To load the crank version, there'll be a little slide door on the end where you pour your BBs into a reservoir. Because of its larger size, these style of speed loaders can hold around 1000 BBs. These are a little bit more expensive than the plunger type. This particular one cost me £18 off Amazon. I've also seen quite a few people talk about the Odin M12 Sidewinder. They claim it's the best on the market, albeit the most expensive at around £50. I have had issues with the cheaper hand crank version though. Inside the loader is this little paddle wheel. This feeds the BBs in as you turn the handle. I found when towards the end of loading my BBs into my mid-cap, the tension is so great that it breaks the teeth off this little paddle wheel, as you can see here. What I have done is I've designed a stronger version of this and then 3D printed it at home, so hopefully this should help. I've got a couple of different mag types here, so I'll show you how to use the two different loaders on them. Let's start off with a standard pistol mag. Now I have seen people in the past trying to load the BBs in through the top of the pistol mags, a bit like this. You can also use this little adapter to help with this. However, there is an easier way. If your mag has a follower, pull this all the way back and you'll notice that the gap in the channel is wider at the bottom. Now take your speed loader, press this little button on the side to unlock the plunger, and load your BBs directly into this wider gap. This is also how you would go about emptying the BBs from your magazine. Clicking the plunger down will eject one BB at a time, whereas a forward press of the plunger will release 4 BBs. You won't be able to use the hand crank loader for pistol mags. I mean, this would be overkill anyway, as the capacity of the mags is usually around the 20 to 30 mark. Where you will use the hand crank loader more though is with mid-cap rifle mags, like this PTS mid-cap. First, you want to load the reservoir on the speed loader. Once you're full, slide the door shut and grab your magazine. Slot this into the bottom of the speed loader, lining up the nozzle on the speed loader with the hole in your magazine. You should hear it click into place. It's worth noting that you can get different hand crank speed loaders for different style magazines, so you should be able to get one to fit your needs. Once inserted, hold it so the speed loader is above the magazine and then start to turn the hand crank in a clockwise direction. You should hear a clicking noise as the BBs are loaded into your magazine. The hand crank loaders come with a crude clutch system, which should stop you breaking it when the magazine is full. However, as I've found, it isn't foolproof, so be careful. You will also find the more your mag fills up, the harder it will get to turn the hand crank, as there's more tension on the magazine spring. When you're done, flip them over and press the mag release button on the back of the speed loader. Don't worry if a number of BBs come out of the speed loader, this is normal. There is an O-ring in the nozzle to stop BBs falling out, but it's not perfect. A tip I use to avoid damaging the speed loader is to fill your mags as much as you feel comfortable doing, and then swap to the smaller plunger speed loader to top it off. Just note though that you will have to push down hard on the plunger to get those last few BBs in due to the spring tension. When you're finished, push in the plunger and press the lock button on the side. You will find that a single BB will remain in the feeding tube on the loader. Now it doesn't do any harm to leave this, however if you do need to fully empty it, push the plunger all the way down and then take a small screwdriver, insert this into the end of the loader. You'll then want to push the BB up as you release the plunger so the BB is fed back into the reservoir. You can then empty this out through the loading door. The final type of magazine I'm going to show you how to use the speed loader on is a sniper mag. Again, you'll need to use the smaller style loader for this magazine. I find this one a little bit more tricky as the adapter that comes with the loader doesn't always work well with the magazine. Instead, I find it easy to sort of cup my fingers around the nozzle of the speed loader, creating a seal between that and the magazine. Then just push the plunger to load in your BBs. Well, that's basically it. That's all there is to know about speed loaders. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have, please give it a big old thumbs up below. And if you're new around here, please remember to subscribe. We're nearly at the 100 mark, so it would be a massive help to me to get me over that first hurdle. Hit that little bell icon too so you get notified when I drop new content. I'll see you in the next one. The hand spank?